Alright, so latest thing I'm into in Minecraft is enchanting, and the key to enchanting is getting your XP level up to at least 30. And there's lots of ways you can do that. You can do that by mining things like coal is a really good one, lapis, redstone. But every time you try to mine, you take a chance of, bumping into zombies and falling to your death and going into lava and things like that. So a more chill way um, to get XP is to use the furnace, and a good way to use the furnace is to bake potatoes. So I've got a potato farm here, and this is just a little standalone patch of dirt, and you can harvest very rapidly. So I'm just gonna hold down my left mouse button and hit W and tap the control key, and that will do a really fast harvest. And then to plant, you can't really plant at full speed. You also can't plant when you're hungry like this, so make sure you've eaten. And I'm just going to hold down the right mouse button while I'm sitting on a potato and W, and that'll go up and fill my areas. And now I'm going to go back to left click, I'm going to do W, and I'm going to tap control to do a really fast move. And so this is pretty quick, and if I'd known this ahead of time, I would have just done like one big long line of potatoes stretching all the way to Boise. But this isn't too bad. And you'll miss a few on the way, but you can pick those up. So we're just gonna harvest these 8 rows, or 7.5 rows. And I'm doing this one row at a time, so that I don't have to change what item I'm on my inventory. I won't need more than 64 potatoes to do one row, so I don't use up my current inventory box. And so we'll plant this row. And potatoes grow pretty quickly, and you get, like, to me it feels like an average of 3 potatoes for every one that you end up planting. So, and this is the regular speed, and if I hit control, then we go into like turbo harvest mode. So that's a little less zen, but gets you onto other things more quickly. And I might miss a few, here and there, and we'll just pick them up on the way. So we'll go turbo mode. And if this isn't precise, if you get sloppy and you harvest something from another row, it's no big deal. Problem solving is your friend. Missed one there, no biggie. But you can see that if I, had a few hundred potatoes in a line, I could, be done with this by now. Basically 2 operations, and I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just holding down a couple of buttons. And so this feels like a very efficient way to harvest without actually going to, like redstones. You don't have to go forward and click and forward and click and forward and click. I'm just holding down the right mouse button and the W key, and it's just moving me along like that. You don't really need to pick up these stragglers, but I don't like having stray potatoes, so I'll go and pick these up. You want to be careful not to jump too much on these when you come out, because that will pop it out of the ground and you'll end up with dirt that you have to hoe again. And so now you just go to your ovens, and you want a few ovens here, and I try to keep coal in my ovens at all times. And so we'll pop in 64 potatoes. I didn't wait as long as I should have to do this harvest, but I got impatient to make this video. So on a good day, I'll get a few more potatoes. But we got 9 ovens going right now. I'm going to put my poisoned potatoes back in here. I've got a collection going. And I've been doing this for a bit, so I've got a couple of chests of potatoes. Bit of a potato problem. But potatoes, in addition to getting you XP, they're really nice when you're down in a cave and you're exploring and you're fighting and such. It's a really quick way to get your energy back, your health bar. And it's, pretty infinitely renewable. You don't have to fish or build, contraptions that, that breed things and harvest them and so on. And you know, it can be kind of cool to go do some farming once in a while. So you know, of course, we got to stay nearby so that the ovens keep cooking. So I'll just go out and take a look around the hood right here. And this was just a cool area I stumbled across a while back that it's got some farmland. It's usually got a bunch of horses. There's a cow that's always standing up there watching, judging. There's great caverns over here that you can explore and possibly die. And there's a big cave sitting right here. And there's also this fantastic underground place that Karina built. That's our up and coming repository area for organizing all of this stuff. We've got mushrooms growing. We have Endermen who like hanging out here, and so there's often blocks of dirt just sitting around for no particular reason. But there's tons of good stuff down here, and so this is a nice hangout place. Yeah, this was my original home up here, which was just supposed to be a nice windowed view, and just, you know, some essentials. A humble, modest life. And so I'm at XP 19, just about at 20 right now, and when we harvest these taters, we will see what it does for my experience level. Yeah, we got a ways to go, so we'll come back to this in a few minutes. This, by the way, is an infinite source of water. If you make a 2x2 area and dump a bucket of water in 2 corners, you get an infinite source, and you can dip from this and the water doesn't go away. So that's handy, like when you're gardening and such. Alright, so a little bit of time passed there, but our furnaces are going out. So let's go ahead and harvest. So I'm at experience level 19 right now, just about at 20, but at 19, so let's harvest these. And so there we go, we're just about at level 23, so we went from end of 19 to end of 22, so 3 levels just for harvesting potatoes, so that's pretty good. And then of course we just store these. And I made another chest while we were gone, so I've got space for more potatoes. Alright, and I always travel with 32 potatoes, so there you go. Alright, so next time I will show you my favorite sword, which is knockback, sharpness, and sweeping edge. This is a great way not only for dealing with usual mobs, but for dealing with creepers and getting gunpowder from them. Alright, thanks. Bye.